Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Come take a look. There will definitely add Astro. There's a strange robbery.
Dad welcomes you.
I don't know where to start. So,
Take your pick. You'll find no second-rate items at Wang.
where to begin?
The new creation of Newsies has the most prosperous commercial
Truly is fascinating.
So, it is just about 1 a.m. It's 1 a.m. on Monday, May 16,
Boats are made for transferring commodities
2022.
back and forth. And those that come across...
Sorry about that. As I was saying, it is 1 a.m. on Monday, May 16, 2022. A friend of mine who I met shortly after I came to MIT to start my undergrad. A really close friend of mine. I found out that he is right now in a coma. A medically induced coma because he is experiencing liver failure and kidney failure because he's a raging alcoholic who drank very heavily. Now, he was what I would call a functioning alcoholic. Like, he had a really high alcohol tolerance. Like, he has a really high alcohol tolerance. But over the last several years, he apparently has been drinking a lot of sake, rum, very strong alcohols. and he basically destroyed his liver, heavily damaged his kidneys, and in the last couple of weeks, he became jaundiced. Uh, his skin became yellow, um, as well as the whites of his eyes became yellow too. And then in the last, I want to say about 5 days ago, he started to become bloated. He, he up until 2 days ago, he was resistant to see a doctor, to go to the hospital, or anything like that. But his friends were able to eventually convince him to go see a doctor, to go to Mass General Hospital. And well, his condition has deteriorated very quickly. His liver is completely screwed up from all the alcohol he was drinking. And apparently, and I didn't realize this, but apparently the kidneys got very damaged too. His he was put into a medically induced coma, and the doctors said that he is not responding to uh, treatment. Furthermore, his blood pressure is skyrocketing. His his blood pressure is, hey Hollywood. His blood pressure is super high, so he's on continuous um medication to try to control his BP, but yeah, he does not have much longer, is my understanding. Uh, so Hollywood, I mentioned this at the beginning of the stream, but I have a friend who I met um, at MIT back when I first started undergrad. He's 1 year my senior, so a senpai of mine. He is in the hospital right now in a medically induced coma because he is experiencing liver and kidney failure caused by a decade of heavy alcohol drinking. At first, when he about a little over 2 weeks ago, he started to become jaundiced. His skin and the whites of his eyes became yellow. And he tried quitting alcohol kind of cold turkey a couple weeks ago. And shortly after that, after he tried quitting cold turkey, he started to become jaundiced. And then several days ago, he started to experience bloating. And throughout this time, even after he became jaundiced, he kept refusing to see a doctor. Um, but a couple days ago, his friends were finally able to get him to go to the hospital. But we're told he has days left. I've had relatives pass away on me before overseas, but this is really the first time I've had a really close friend. It's the first time I've had to deal with a really close friend. Imminent death. Why did you not go see the doctor sooner? he he was such a heavy drinker. He would drink like sake and rum and like hard liquors. But he was a functioning alcoholic, so it was hard to tell that he was intoxicated a lot of times. But after the pandemic started, and he got to basically work from home rather than going into the office, rather than just drinking, on the evenings, he basically was working from home during the pandemic, basically let him drink for the past 2 years, I think. It gave him the opportunity to drink all the time. During the morning, noon, afternoon, evening, night. And now he's in a coma and he's Right. Sorry. I was. I just spent the last several hours spending time with his partner and some of our shared friends. Sorry, I'm a bit of a mess right now. Yeah, I've been a friend. He's been a friend of mine since like my second year of undergrad. I let's see here. He's is a good guy who, like me, has struggled a lot with money, but in his case, it's because he, in addition to paying his way through his MIT undergrad, he also worked and helped support his mom and his younger brother. In some respects, he was one of the most selfless people I knew. He sacrificed a lot for his family and his friends. He's a year older than me. Shit. Shit. You have to do something with this young. Sorry, I'm all stuffed up. Uh, I thought I had all the cried myself dry from all the crying I did earlier today, but can't believe I'm still. Yeah, he's been a good friend of mine for the past several years. At first, when his partner and another mutual friend of ours got him to the hospital, at first the doctors had prognosis that uh, that he, without a liver transplant, maybe he would have a life expectancy of 3 to 5 years. But in the past 2 days since he got admitted to the hospital, his condition rapidly declined. They found that in addition to his liver failing, uh, his kidneys were failing too, and they put him on the because of his uh, skyrocketing blood pressure. They had put him in an induced coma, but because his condition is not really, they haven't been able to manage his condition at all. The instant they, basically the instant they take him off of the induced coma, that's, I guess, helping his BP. Uh, he's going to very quickly experience heart failure. So, yeah, and his partner doesn't want to prolong my friend's suffering, which I completely understand. But, you know, I feel so bad. Like, his partner, who's also a friend of mine, uh, no, uh, no, his partner is, didn't come from, didn't come from MIT the way that, me and my friend were. But, yeah, we become close, and as much as my friend's imminent death, as much as it pains me, it is absolutely destroying my friend's partner. My friend's, my friend and his partner are gay, FYI. But, yeah, his partner, he's so scared. And I feel so helpless. I want to try to help as much as I can, but I feel so powerless to help. Yeah, although that's not very likely. Pretty much, the prognosis is maybe a couple of days that my friend will last. I can hope. Believe me, Hollywood, I can hope, but assuming that he does wake up and not soon after pass from heart failure, he would be suffering from having to deal with, like, dialysis because of his kidney failure, and I don't even know what he would have to go through to deal with his failed liver. But, guys, having witnessed the effects of 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 you know over over sorry, overdosing on alcohol. Please, I beg of each and every one of you to drink responsibly. My friend literally drank himself to death. No, he's not dead yet, but yeah. I. Gosh darn it. My nose somehow is generating so much. Ugh. I was asked by my friend's partner if I wanted to visit before the end, or if I wanted to be there at the end. And honestly, I'm torn. I want to I want to be there for my friend and for his partner. But at the same time, I don't know if I want to see my friend at his worst on his deathbed. I was when my I was there when my father died from cancer. And the experience that experience really did destroy me. I don't know if I can go through something like that again. I kind of want to try to remember my friend when he was in a healthier state, but I also want to try to support my friend and his partner if I can, since I feel like there's not much else I can do to help. God, I'm an absolute mess. Ugh. I'm so glad I did not wear makeup today. Because I knew I was going to be all in tears. Yeah. So, that's been what's been going on in this VTuber's life for Sunday. Yeah, I mean, I first knew about him going into the hospital on Friday, but I at the time I thought that okay. My friend can at least, maybe get put onto a donor list, get a liver transplant, and, extend his 3 to 5 year lifespan that the doctors were, I guess, originally estimating. I did not expect to find out 2 days later that my friend is in a coma and that it's not likely he's going to see Wednesday. Thanks, Death the Fishes. I apologize for. Honestly, this probably was not an appropriate venue to be pouring my heart out into, but I don't know. This probably was a bad idea. I just, I just needed something to distract myself. And I thought I had ran out of tears for the day, but thanks. I, I don't think I have any clothing appropriate for a funeral. I just realized. I have casual wear. I have more lively dresses. I have outfits that I can wear for interviews, but I never bothered to have anything here that is appropriate for wearing at a funeral. Hey Angels, thanks for the raid. Sorry, I'm not really all that lively at the moment. I received some terrible news about a close friend of mine who is very likely not going to survive past Wednesday. long story short, I have a close friend I met my second year here at MIT as an undergrad. He was a 1 year ahead of me here at school and was a great friend and mentor to me during my undergrad years. But he was also a functioning alcoholic who drank a lot but had a high alcohol tolerance. But when the pandemic happened and he was able to work from home, he was that basically gave him the ability to drink in the mornings, afternoons, evenings, and nights because he never had to worry about commuting into the office. Like, my friend's partner told me that the pandemic was the worst thing that could have happened to him because at least when before the pandemic, and he had a full-time job, he had to be presentable during the day, so he only drank in the evenings. But with the pandemic, he drank all the time, and he was drinking not beer, but like sake and rum and vodka, like hard alcohols. I guess I don't really drink alcohol, so I don't really know how strong those are. But and over the last, basically, he destroyed his liver and his kidneys, and so his partner told me that he was proud that my friend decided to quit alcohol like 2.5 weeks ago. But shortly, like he decided, like my friend decided to quit alcohol cold turkey. But a few days after he had quit cold turkey, he started to become jaundiced. His skin became yellow, the whites of his eyes became yellow, and then and his partner kept like fighting with him to go to the hospital to go see a doctor. But my friend kept refusing to, or I think because he didn't want to hear bad news. But finally, on Friday, 2 days ago, well, yeah, 2.5 days ago, I guess now, my friend's partner, as well as another friend of ours, were able to get him to go to the hospital. But now he's in an, yeah, at, yeah. I apologize to those of you who heard this before, but since I'm recounting the story to angels, but yeah. At the time, 2 days ago, the doctors told my friend's partner that without a liver transplant, they estimated that my friend would have like maybe 3 to 5 years life expectancy. But and but they kept him at the hospital, put him into the ICU. But his blood pressure was skyrocketing, so they put him into an induced coma, and he's not was not responding to treatment. So my friends, the doctors now say that my friend has a couple of days, maybe. I had just had dinner with my friend and his partner a couple of weeks ago, and now I know. And then when I heard the news 2 days ago, back when the doctors were saying he had a 3 to 5 year life expectancy, 3 to 5 year life expectancy without a transplant, I thought, okay, there's hope. You know, we still have a few years left with him, and if he gets a transplant, that could be much longer. So I was hopeful, but then I got the call today from his partner, and he let us know about the induced coma and the, you know, 2 to 3 day life expectancy prognosis. I I don't understand why he didn't go see a doctor sooner. Why he was so resistant. My friend has a bachelor's in computer science from MIT. He was making $175,000 salary. How could he let something like this happen to himself? I feel really bad for his partner. I mean, together they have a condo together. They have a mortgage. And his partner is really he's both sad about all this, but also he's terrified, afraid of what's going to happen financially, that type of thing. I hate feeling so powerless to help. How in the world am I secreting this much mucus out of my nose is beyond me. Yeah. So I'm torn. I was asked if I wanted to see him at the hospital before he passes. There's the part of me that wants to say goodbye, that wants to be supportive, to him and to his partner, who I've become good friends with too. But I also, there's a lot of me that does not want to see my friend and mentor on his deathbed like that. I was there when my father was dying from cancer. Up till his final breath. I can remember standing there looking over my dad, struggling to breathe because his lungs were filling up with fluid. And you keep waiting to hear the next breath. And hoping he'll take one more. I don't think I can go through that again. And I feel like it makes me a bad friend for thinking that. I was somewhat bracing myself regarding my mom's mortality because she is dealing with breast cancer. But but you know, my mom's been dealing with that for over a year now. And with any luck, she'll have many more years to go. But the how the situation with my friend, how his health declined so quickly. I think I'm still in shock from it all. Yeah. One of my friends who lives out in California, who is coming in town for a reunion. We were going to go out together, but I was just on the phone with her. I was on the phone with her yesterday, filling her in about our friend's condition. And then I just got off the phone with her just a few minutes before I started the stream and updated her on the latest updates. And told her that she may want to include in her luggage clothes for a funeral. I'm sorry, guys. When I started the stream, I was planning on just keeping myself distracted, doing my daily commissions and spinning my resin, and just kind of keep my mind off this topic instead of delving on it even further. I'm trying to tell myself to remember to breathe because I'm so stuffed up. It's been a long time since I've had to think about death of the death of someone I care about. And it's the first time I really had to deal with a friend's death like this. Okay. Telling myself to breathe. But, yeah. I apologize for putting you guys through all that. Okay.
Tend to stay
I'm going to
though it is where many things come to settle.
try to keep myself a little distracted. Yeah. I'm going to do my commissions. Just try to, yeah, for the past, what, 12 hours, my friend's deteriorated condition has been all we've been, me and my mutual friends have talked about or thought about.
Solidify!
Advance! Feel this ancient power.
Time to clean up.
I want to try to, even if it's just for a little while, keep my mind off of things,
Stabilize!
if that makes any sense.
Fall in!
Sorry, my nostrils are so stuffed up right now. Yeah. Agreed.
Advance! Live! Witness my great undertaking.
Solidify!
Charge! Burst forth.
Leave it all to me.
Solidify!
As a dutiful maid would. Steady as stone.
Gather!
Advance! Live!
I hope everyone's weekend has been, well, better than mine. Admittedly, I can't imagine my weekend getting that much worse right now. But, yeah, I hope everyone here is having a good weekend. And not to sound like a PSA, but, please, please, please drink responsibly. I don't want what happened to my friend to happen to any of you.
We should look for a place to take shelter. I'll be fine, but we don't want you catching a cold.
Fall in! Come into being!
I knew my friend drank alcohol, but I never realized that
Stabilize!
his alcohol drinking became so out of control. Especially after COVID.
Solidify!
Advance!
Leave it all to me.
I knew he drank, but you know, I thought, you know, he drank maybe in the evening, you know,
As a good knight should.
maybe a little more than he should, but not to the extent that he actually did.
Burst forth.
I feel so.
Someone needs assistance.
I feel bad that. I feel like I'm so angry at him, you know, like upset and angry that he let himself,
Advance.
that he,
Live.
you know, drank himself to death, basically. I feel sad for him. I feel angry at him. And I feel absolutely sorry for his partner.
I'll catch up.
I don't suppose any of you have any good news to share? Anything good happened to you guys in recent days? Something that might help raise my spirits? Oh, that's a shame. Oh no, I hope your dog's okay. Please tell me he didn't get hurt. Okay, at least he didn't hurt himself.
Ad Astra. Thank you for completing today's commission.
Take a look.
Apparently not. Death of fishes, apparently not. I've got 5 condensed. I guess I'll use them. What domain to do? You beat me, Hollywood. What build composition is this? I don't know.
I will do as you command.
Mm. Mm.
Leave it to me.
Diona.
As per our contract. A pleasure to be working with you.
Let's try an all cryo team. I have to admit, I am so glad that I am not needing to worry about final exams for myself. I had finished all my course-related work, what, almost 2 years ago? I only have to worry about my research and my dissertation. Because if I had to worry about final exams, with it being finals week right now at MIT, finals week began on Friday and runs till this coming Thursday. Yeah, I would be absolutely in a mess right now when it comes to dealing with finals. Were you trying to make a pun, Death the Fishes, when you said the coolest team? Because of cool, ice, cryo, cool, cool?
Shaken and stirred. Next on me, this is long overdue. Kamisato out. Sometsu.
My will embodied.
Do your master's bidding. Think you can bully me? Can't handle your dream. No touching. We're waiting. Take flight.
Transfiguration.
All hail. Sketch. Obey. Embrace the ice.
I almost thought Diona got electrocuted by, that Abyss Mage's electric ring. But fortunately not. I don't know why, but my breathing feels so heavy right now. Like, I can understand. I can understand why I'm crying. Because the body is trying to release, or purge from the body is trying to, uh, eliminate, like, this type of chemical that, uh, that,
Mind be purged.
induces stress
World be saved.
when we're sad. Like, crying is chemically trying to, lower your stress levels by purging a chemical that's generated when you are stressed and sad. So I understand the biology behind crying, but I don't know why I'm so, like my chest feels like someone's sitting on it.
The assumption that every person has somewhere to call home is naive.
That I don't quite know.
I got used to living in the mountains alongside the birds and beasts a long time ago. Manifest! Cryo
Shaken and stirred for Rex Lapis. Whirling snow.
My will embodied!
Oh,
Oh, ow.
Ayana Special.
My will embodied! By ordinance divine!
Access denied. This is long overdue. Sakura Swirl. Take flight.
My will embodied!
Shaken and stirred.
Admittedly, I am a little bit asthmatic. Ooh, that's an interesting sans piece. So I guess this might be a stress-induced asthma, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, but, I imagine in the next couple of days, I'm going to be far more depressed than destroyed. So if I'm not streaming in the next couple of days for a little bit, you know why?
I'm a rock. Look at you. For Rex Lapis. Whirling snow. Yeah. Embrace the ice.
Take your true form!
Ow.
Cryo incarnate!
Shaken and stirred. Born of ice and frost. Blaze over.
Transfiguration!
Can't handle your drink. Huh.
Obey!
Kamisato art. Sumetsu.
I think I'll go shopping for some funeral appropriate attire. Maybe after he passes rather than before. I was pondering if I should go to a store or to the mall tomorrow, today, Monday, Tuesday, and look for something appropriate for a funeral since I don't have anything. But I think I'm gonna wait. Partly to procrastinate and not think about it. Ah!
Do your master's bidding. Shake and stir. No touching. For Rex Lapis. Diana Special. Embrace the ice.
Take your true form.
What direction did you just...
Bully me. Access denied. All hail.
Cryo incarnate. My will embodied.
Panhandling your drink. Huh? Think you can bully me? No touching. Kamisato art. Sometsu.
I'm not very good at using Ayaka's burst effectively. The bad guys keep moving. Oh, good point. I'm so used to sprinting by tapping the right mouse button. I just tap it once, let go, and I'm in sprint. So it's a little awkward for me when I use Ayaka and do the same thing.
Manifest.
Think you can bully me? Born of ice and frost. This is long overdue. My apologies.
Ow.
Transfiguration. By ordinance divine.
Shaken and stirred. Look at you. Sakura swirl.
I think I'm out of resin. Yep, out of resin. Did I max her out? Nope, not yet. She's still got a 16 on her flower. Let's see how this goes. Thanks, Hollywood. Get some sleep. I'll probably go to bed before too long now that I'm out of resin. Though I have to admit, there's a part of me that does not want to go to sleep. Attack up? Okay, that's not bad. 4.7. Oh, okay. 4.7 attacks. A low roll, right? Oh well. Well, all our artifacts are 20 now. That puts her at 2239 attack. With 4 piece blizzard share. 47 crit rate, 180 crit damage. Okay,
A blade embraces its duty.
not
As
bad.
a jeweler
Okay. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with me while I did some Genshin. And thanks for listening to my well, reporting on a sad event going on in my life. I wish you all a great week.
The Sakoku decree?
Please hold on to your friends and family tightly. Be sure to tell them you love them. Because you never know when you might lose that chance. And please, please, please,
About the Sakoku decree.
for
The Sakoku decree? Did something disastrous happen again?
please be sure to drink
My
responsibly.
pole arm doesn't distinguish friend from
And
foe.
don't let
There's
something like...
clearly a limit to the Red Rope's power. That's why I
jeez.
loathe crowded areas.
Shut up, Shenhe. You're talking... sigh. There we go. As I was saying, don't let alcohol destroy your life. And literally kill you the way that it did my friend. Okay. Let me find someone to raid. God, I feel like I'm such a what's it called? Debbie Downer right now. But, yeah. Let me find someone to raid. No one I know is playing Genshin right now.